boys, girls, lays, if they buts, we them, that's, ifs, maybes, not sures. Hello, we are back for another year of some GP action. We are here for round 1 today. We are at Frauenfeld, 1LM2, Switzerland. Mr. B Clay looks like he has cooked up an amazing track for us today. We have about 12 minutes until the track comes out, so we're just going to sit and chill for a little bit. I think something that might be worth me doing actually is we could all sit here and watch the track preview video again together. That could be a decent idea. Let's whip her up on the old YouTubes. I need to try and find the... Actually, no, I think B Clay sent me a link yesterday in the DMs about it. Let me have a little look. Where is he? There he is. Right, watch video. Quieten that down a little bit. Going to be a bit laggy because again my Opera GX for some reason hates YouTube videos recently. This is a little preview lap of the track that we're going to be riding today. Looks like we've got some very, very deep ruts in corners, good bit of chop going on as well, and a track that we have not had on the calendar in GPs before until today. So I'm very, very curious to see how this is all going to ride. Yes, Stove, you have an acute eye, I see. Very attentive. So, you know how last night we may or may have not done like 5 hours worth of practicing on a KTM? Well, after I finished the stream last night, I still had a bunch of Call of Duty Pro games to catch up on, and I decided, let me just try out the Husky for some reason, because I saw Brad do a really fast lap around Sardinia on it. And it felt alright. I got a generic SPX-free suspension that I've slapped on it, and it feels... it actually felt fine. Like, I felt pretty damn consistent. It does feel a little bit sluggish in some parts of the tracks, but I feel like that's purely down to the sound mod and not on the bike, because if you take tracks like last year's Matterley Basin, for example, and you've got the big uphill quad, it sounds like you're bogging and going slow the whole way up to it, but you still kind of just get over it the same as I would do on a KTM. So, yeah, I don't know how that works. So I'm going to try out the Husky today. If it backfires in my face drastically, then I'll probably go back to the KTM or something for round 2. But we'll see how it goes. I'm quite excited to get back outdoors, to be completely honest with you. As we know, the Supercross has not been going too swimmingly so far this year. So yeah, very, very excited to touch virtual grass. Right, I can close that, close that. If I look at practice groups, because these should all be sorted now, let me get see what practice group I'm going to be in ahead of time. So I haven't got to look last minute. Oh, I'm trying to come down a little bit. I was a bit annoyed. I ordered food earlier, and the driver picked it up. He picked up multiple orders, and you can see on the map, so he delivered somebody else's food first. And then, before he delivered my food, he decided to stop off at a mosque for 20 minutes, which is 2 minutes away from where I live. Even though he could have probably just driven the 2 minutes to my house to give me the food first, and then gone and done whatever fucking prayers he needed to do. So I had very, very cold food. So I was not a happy man. I am in Group 4, by the looks of it. And I've seen, I'm not sure about confirmed sign-ups, but total sign-ups for EU 250 today is 400 people. 400. That is insane. That is an outrageous amount of sign-ups. So we should be in for a good one. Should be in for a good one. I think qualifying might actually be a bit tricky with that many people. Highest sign-ups you've ever seen. It is a lot. It definitely is a lot. It might be the highest I've seen as well. And the reason why it's a surprise right now is I do think that the game is in that slight like fall-off stage. Unless it's just the case that people just haven't been enjoying Supercross, because the Supercross numbers have been dwindling quite drastically in the last couple of weeks. Which is why I wanted to kind of re-raise the whole question about, is Region Lock actually any good? Because it makes sign-ups so few. But I mean, if we're getting 400 people, I know it's always round 1, isn't it? That's what does it. And I think people have a generally better time outdoors than indoors. I think they're also doing AMs this year, so it's not ran through the aerial one directly. It's SWMX that are doing it. However, how it's going to work is the people that don't qualify through to like the top 40, they're giving that list of people then to SWMX, so they'll run the AMS series instead. So there is still reason to show up, I think, if you're not able to get top 40. If you're in that like 41st to 80th range, then I think you go to Pro-Am, and then I think they're even doing like if you're 81st through to, what was it, like 120th doing AMs. So we'll, yeah, so reason for more people to show up as well. Which I think also increases the amount of registrations anyway. Because technically then it's combined, isn't it? It's like you've got a combined group of sign-ups, so it's not actually 400 pro sign-ups, it's 400 total sign-ups across all the classes. I don't know all of the ins and outs of that, by the way, I'm going to say that now. I only just found out that was a thing today. So, yeah, any questions on that? That is a Discord question. I'm not too sure. Only doing 35 this year, okay. No, that makes sense. It's always a shame when you can't get a full 40 on the gate, but for the sake of the servers and how unoptimized this game is, I understand why we take a few riders out. Just helps with the frames a little bit, helps with the lag, less likelihood of the server absolutely pooing itself. And then you go and load up old MX Simulator and you can rock 150 people in the same server, no problem. Crazy work. I think this game is a massive like infrastructure update. Just get the foundation right. Oh, that was not the angle that you want to be hitting that, holy. So the reason that I wanted to give this bike a go, I'm going to wait for my thumbs to hopefully warm up a little bit, is I went onto this track last night after the stream was done, and straight away on lap 1 and lap 2 I ran two back-to-back 135s, which are both better laps than I've ran on any other bike around here ever. So if I can find that kind of flow and form again, we'll be vibing. Be loving life. B-Clay has said that the track is actually a lot rougher than he's made it look in his video. And he said it took him a long time to get like a good lap, so I imagine a lot of them other laps were being messed up by the roughness. So we'll see just how difficult she is. I'm still concerned about that like low line over the middle tabletop. Hopefully that you'll get cuts for doing it. Because I do see a world where, I mean, you know what the MX bikes individuals are like. They'll find a way to gain time anywhere they can. Kind of wolf vibes. I've not got that kind of style. I was just scrolling through MXB mods last night looking for a random like public husky skin that would look good. And I ended up going with this. Seen a few people complaining about the track already before they've even put wheels on it, saying that it looks like a highway. I think they underestimate Mr. B. Clay's, well, first of all, his track building abilities, then secondly, his MX bike's playing abilities. Maybe he's just making it look easy. That's what he does. I know for a fact he's going to be chilling in the stream at some point tonight, you know, lurking, seeing everybody's feedback and thoughts. Matching the game with my shirt. You know what? You're kind of right. You're not wrong. That is an astute observation, sir. I think Supercross is too intimidating for newer players. GPs are still scary, but less. I do think the GP tracks are easier just to get around than the Supercross tracks. They're both still very difficult to ride at a consistently fast pace. But they are definitely more beginner friendly, and I know it doesn't really translate over into the registrations, but the outdoors tracks this year, the GP tracks, have a Pro and an AMS version straight away also. So if people want to just get the tracks for the sake of having them and they are new to the game and don't want all the super deep, you know, ruts and bumps, then they can enjoy that as well. Yeah, last minute decision. Going to try out the Husky today and see how it goes. It could go horrifically. We'll cross that bridge when we get to it. I personally download the high quality track just for the sake of the stream looking better, because I hate looking at streams and it just being on the low potato quality. But then you probably do gain a competitive advantage running the low quality, because there's less noise on the screen, so the ground isn't as detailed, so you can see bumps and road forming easier. And of course you get more frames as well, because the track's nowhere near as detailed also. So there is definitely a competitive edge to downloading the low quality version of the track, but for the sake of the stream looking nice, I always go for the high quality version instead. One thing that I've found, so I'm still rocking the 120 rear tyre, which again is something else that I'm not 100% sure on if I should stick or go to the 110. But in the past, I've always found that the Husky's like really, really slippery. It's something that's hindered me quite a lot from actually wanting to use it in Supercross. But for whatever reason, this the setup that I've got on it right now, she's pretty damn grippy. She doesn't slide about too much whatsoever. To the point where sometimes it hinders me, because I'll go to get the bike cranked over, but my rear wheel's got so much grip that it doesn't lean over fast enough and I end up going over the berm, or over the rut instead of actually turning properly. So this left-hander that I'm coming up to here, if I have less grip, you can like get really far cranked over and hit this faster, whereas there you saw kind of halfway around the turn, I almost went all the way up and over it instead. We've caved and switched over to the meta bikes. I mean, it kind of has to be done after a while if you want to be somewhat competitive. I'm in Florida and registered to race. If it says 820 for quali, is that... Oh, if it says 820 for quali, is that 820 your time? Yes, it should be. So, I only really know the EST conversion for the US, and I think right now EST is something like 4 hours behind where I am. The time for me right now is 7:30. Actually, the track password's about to come out. Let me close that. It's 7:30, so Eastern right now it should be 3:30, and then I think NA starts at like 12 or 12:20. Yeah, like 12:20, something like that. Yeah, I'll be honest. I feel like I've probably confused you more by saying that. Don't listen to me. Don't listen to me. Did I? Fuck. Fuck. I've not downloaded the track. Oh no. Oh no, I'm about to lose so much time. The website's just going to poo itself, isn't it? I pressed on the purchase button, and then the next screen came up, but I didn't actually press the download button. No! Oh, gamers, this is not starting well. This is going to take me so long to get this installed. Oh, Bumberclut. Can I go to my dashboard? Oh, yeah, the website's chalked. I don't think I'm going to get any practice time. Fuck. Fuck. Look. Look. I'm not able to download the track. I'm not able to get it. Uh-oh. We might be in trouble, gamers. We might be in trouble. I always pre-download the track. I thought I was ready to go. I just checked that. I've literally... Oh, don't worry. I've loaded my downloads folder on my computer to go and drag and drop it, but I didn't download it. I thought I did, but I didn't. Oh, we're going to be in trouble. See me at Fox? What do you mean? What do you mean by that? Oh, hang on. I'm on my dashboard. Purchases. No, fucked again. No! Okay. We might be having like 10 minutes less practice than everybody else. Oh, hang on. I've got to the next step. Right. Fraunfeld Pro.pkz. Oh, it's just going to throw an error every time I press the download button, isn't it? It's downloading. It's downloading. How long is this going to take? Oh my god, Paboso's blessed me. That was like instantaneous. Right, copy, MX bikes, mods, tracks. Oh, shit, I haven't made a GP folder either. New folder, 26, GP, paste. And because I just downloaded it after the password came out, I haven't actually got to put a password in. Okay. Right, so we've lost about 4 minutes. That is not the end of the world. Me boomba. Me boomba. Okay, panic over. Oh my god, that was about to be horrific. It's time. It's time to get locked the fuck in, gamers. Oh, thank you very much for the follows, Nick and Bob Billy. Right. 26 GP. There she is. There she is. 26 Foundfeld Pro. Can it not go in the motocross folder? Yeah, you can put any track in any folder that you want. I just like having things a bit more organised. So any track can go anywhere. Like you can put a Supercross track in motocross if you want to. But I tend to you can make new folders. So you can have a folder called Big Titty Milfs if you want to, and put tracks in there, and it'll still show up in your game. Right. Here we go. Ooh. Right, I'm gonna try and take the rum approach today, and that is to slowly ride around the track to learn it, and not go full send into every rut and crash, and then try and slowly build up pace. So we'll see how this is gonna go. Finish line. Right, gotta send that further. I'm going to take the B-clay lines first, just because I will be able to somewhat know what's going on. And then we'll experiment with some different line options. I also see people... don't want to be Mr. Negative Nelly straight off the bat, but I do also see people low-lining the shit out of that far right-hand side. Okay, noted. I mean, today is a day of if you can't beat them, join them, so I will be 100% scumbagging as much of the track as possible to try and keep up with people. Probably the same with the far right there as well. Let's try an inside roller or two. Do I like the bike graphics? Yeah, they're quite nice. They're alright, livery looks good. I say I just had a random scroll through MXB mods until I found something that looked decent. So it seems like the name of the game today is going to be stand up around all these deeper inside ruts. Don't want to do a Tim Geiser and hit that kicker there. Yeet. Oh, might get a dirty cross jump on somebody as we exit that right-hander. So far, so good though. Feel like it's going to be easy to learn, hard to master. Because there is a couple of quite sharp bumps that kicked me out a lot on that first lap. I might even be able to if I check up. There you go. Yeah, if you kind of hook a harder right there, you can stay out of a lot of the chop on the far left-hand side. Take some different lines as well. You seeing what I'm seeing though? Like that. Scumbagging it there. Take a deep inside. I think that's probably going to be the main line. That did hook me really nicely. And I also theorised when we watched the video that the outside is quick. It's easy as well, that's the thing. You haven't got to do like any tiptoeing at all. Try a little bit further out wide here. Switch over. Going to be doubling our way through these. Let's see what alternative lines we've got up here as well. Okay, so as long as if you're somewhat patient, you can kind of just blip your throttle through those braking bumps and stay relatively clean on the bike. There's going to be some very random crashes on that drop-off, I think. Just with the nature of MX bikes, where it's like off-camber and your back wheel's going to try overtaking your front wheel. The bumps going into there are very large. I do think you're able to double to that inside. 100%. Try a little inside roller action. It's quite a slow part of the track, that, so I don't think taking your time over them rollers will even hinge you, because the likelihood of someone being able to rally around the outside of you there is quite low. And my laps are counting by taking these scummy low lines. So I guarantee they're going to be utilised. Front end tried going on me. Naughty boy. So far, so good, though. Not any major dramas. Have I crashed yet? Oh, okay, then bales have collisions. Like, outside of where the bales are. I don't think my wheel actually hit that. Let's have a look. No, this is a Husky that I'm on. Oh, no, I think they did. Or did... hang on. No. Did not hit them bales, and I got soft collisions off of them, so you need to make sure you jump further to the right. You don't want to go near them at all. I mean, I'm only 3 laps deep in the track so far, but yeah, it's nice. Something refreshing, something new to learn. I don't think it's quite as choppy as Brad was making out, but then you have to remember, I mean, without trying to suck myself off too hard, I am, like, top 1% of the people that play the game. So you'd have to make something pretty outrageous to challenge all of those boys. But I think for the general player, this will be quite a tricky and demanding track. That outside was quite decent as well. Yeah, I think this whole like long sweeping left there is... I don't think there's going to be like a predominant super fast line. It feels to me like it's just fall into a rut and then try and follow it as best as you can do. I think as long as you're like kind of smooth and patient, should be okay. My last lap counted as well when I missed half of the track on the straight, like, one over there. So that's a little bit concerning. Hopefully if anybody's up to any funny business, we can record it and get them gone. So, like, I jumped off the left here, and I basically missed all these bumps out and got back on, and my lap still counted. So we'll see if anybody's scumbagging and utilising that. I'm going to try the inside again up here. I don't want to fall into the habit of taking too many outsides. Although it is nicer just being able to leave off the brakes and get to that outside without being kicked around a bunch. Trying to go just to the left-hand side of them really, really steep bumps. Can't double to the inside, Brad says. What you lying for? Told you that would be doable. You underestimate the MX bike sweats. Yeah, I'm racing today. No commentating action for me. I don't know if Ryan's going to need me later, actually, because I think Talon's away again today, so there'll be nobody commentating 250s. So if he wants me to jump in and comm the 250 races, I can do. Completely up to him. I do not mind doing it at all. Just benefits me. More people come to the stream, get more engagement. I'm very interested to know what kind of a road they're running today. Because I feel like that could make or break a lot of the sections around here. You know how the road is now, where it gets like pretty holy, like really dug out. And because there's already some fairly deep braking bumps, it might exemplify that even more. I'm curious how the old, because I haven't had any practice in the road yet on the Husky. I'm interested to see how she's going to go. Got to be very, very careful of that. Not leaning the bike over too far. It's very easy to tag your handlebars on the next right or the bank over. Kind of scared of going too far to the right there because the pre-made bumps just look absolutely brutal. Need to move around a little bit more on this straight, see if I can find anywhere to miss out the bumps as well. That wasn't too bad until like the very, very last second. That jump is tiny. Like, so small. You probably find my lap times across all the bikes will be pretty close to each other. I don't think there'll be too much differentiation for me. Yeah, this jump's really small. Oh, I guarantee when B-Clay tested that, he was going to the far right. I think without realising, I've been kind of taking off more in the middle and hitting the side of that raised part. So it's been giving me more pop. So I've been going like here, and then off of that bit. Yeah, okay. That's going to be hard, because the last 2 laps where I've hit it pretty nonchalant, now I'm purposefully going for it, I'm not getting over it. We'll treat it like the GTA loading screen, pretend we don't care, and then I'll be able to do it better. Yeah, we rocking the Husky. Whoa! Just to prove as well, because I know there'll be people that'll be like, oh, he's on a model swap. What do you do? Info. Oh, it doesn't even tell you. You'll be able to see when I'm in the server. It'll say what bike I'm on. Yeah, on the Husky. No, I don't think it'll be viable every lap for the normies, Brad. I do see a world where like Cam and Rax and people like that are doing it every lap, because I hit it on my first attempt, like no problem. I'm not able to land on that tight inside rut, but I'm landing in the middle one. And there's a couple of quite scumbaggy low lines, and your lap still counts. So I'm going to try and keep an eye out for any wrongdoers. I will not be doing them in the race. Have my morals. But here in practice, no problem. You kind of do it off of every single one. Stay low. Proud to see me rocking your bike. Yeah, it's a nice bike. Oh, I think that inside rut is where I want to be. I'm just trying to find the best line of missing the most amount of rough. Like trying to cut across it diagonally. Do some line experimentation. Ooh. That's a tricky one there. I mean, that part is very, very one-lined in real life. It's hard there when you go around to the right-hand side trying to get the bike stopped and turned again afterwards to hit the next right-hander. So I think the inside in that first part might be the way to go. This corner here seems pretty open to go where you please. That fourth rut looked nice, the one away from the outside. Yeah, track feels decent. It's fun to learn. It's not just straightforward. It's not like plough through the bumps as hard as you want and you're fine. You do have to move your way around and pick a little bit. Which I think is what we need. Right, let me finally try this inside. I've been scared of it. Oh, it's actually not too bad. I think it might be the shadows that make the bumps look deeper than they actually are. Well, I'm still trying to find like a scumbaggy way through here. You gotta look really, really far ahead to see where the bumps are that you're coming up to. Oh my god, why'd I get so much high at that time? Jesus! I got so much pop that time compared to the other ones. I overjumped it. I think what you're going to want to do is start to the left slightly and take off on the side, because the bumps that he's added here are what stop you getting loads of lift. But if you miss them bumps out, and then you hit it, you go like much, much higher. Now I went like so much further that time. And like another entire bike length than I needed to. Yeah, for these series, they're always based on the previous year's tracks, just because the track makers, they haven't got a crystal ball. They don't know what the tracks are going to be like that year, for example, before they're out. It's why we haven't got tracks like the new Fox Hills layout that's going to be on the GP calendar this year, because, you know, the data for the track doesn't exist yet. So, yeah, whilst it's the 2026 series, it's the 2025 tracks. Qualifying begins in 11 minutes. And I believe we get 30 minutes to qualify for outdoors, compared to the 20 minutes that we get for Supercross. I'm very surprised how stable my front end's been landing on that uphill there. The downhill not so much, but that's because you're kind of still turning as you go down. But I've not had any weird front end twitches by jumping too far into that bank turn. Oh. I love and hate like the acceleration bumps at the same time. I love them because they add so much extra difficulty, because it's so easy for your bike to step out, but I hate them because I have the big skill issue with my bike stepping out. So you really have to make sure that you're standing the bike up early enough so you're not still all the way cranked over when you hit them, because you will just wash out otherwise. Oh, stranded. Go, go, go. Rex versus Cam should be interesting. I agree. Unfortunately, I'm not going to be able to watch it because they're going to be so far ahead of me, I'm not going to get to see them at all. I also really, really, really need to go to the toilet, and I'm tempted to go and do it now before qualifying even begins. Yeah, I think I will go and do it now. Right. There's going to be some bullshit lap times. There probably will, but MX Bikes always has the AIDS lines. You know, people will always try and gain an advantage. If there's anything egregious, I always advise people just to, you know, record it and send clips in, because they'll get banned for it, or they'll get their lap times taken away. But I'll be 2 minutes, gamers. I'll try to like pinch it out as quick as possible. Based on based on the colour that I just saw in the toilet, I need some water. I am severely dehydrated. Server's up. Let's go. Oh, I just clicked on Spotify by mistake. God damn it. Right, close that. ARL, race day announcements. All qualifying servers are live. Groups may have changed. Check confirm list. 10 minutes practice. 30 minutes timed qualifying. Okay. I'm guessing you're going to get like a 126. Maybe a 125 from the top of 450s. Holy moly. How many? Hello, Boxlot. I've only run a 130 at the moment, Aiden, but to be fair, I am just looking for alternate lines at the moment. I've not tried putting any heaters in. Which maybe I should have started looking for alternate lines after qualifying. Not before, but yeah, you know, it happens. So I think we've got something like 100 plus confirmed sign up for 450s. So still, to run a top 35 lap time, you still got to be fairly moving. Track's definitely different. I would actually say, and this isn't like a negative thing at all, I would say that the way this track is built in terms of like rut and roughness wise really isn't much different from the last year's GP rounds. I think it's just the fact that it's a new track, it's like a different layout that people don't know how to play on yet. But the way the ruts are built in some of these corners, I see it no different as like the ruts on Maggiora from last year, like Italy. I don't think they're too far removed from each other. It's just the fact that people now don't have 50 plus hours on the track. So just learning something again from scratch is always going to be difficult. Oh. Does anybody know all of the ins and outs of the brake bias on this game? Because for outdoors, I feel like I want to add more rear than front. Because every time I start braking in braking bumps, I nosedive really heavy. Because I know you've got the min-max, haven't you, at the bottom left of your settings. And I'm not sure how to go about setting that how I want to. No, I don't think they allow 2 strokes in the qualifying at the moment. Why the fuck is there reset delay in the qualifying server? I did not think that they was actually going to see that through. I thought they was memeing and Ryan said no way. Unless it's a mistake, because I know they was doing some test/practice races. They might just have the setting left on by mistake, but there's reset delay in the qualifying server. That exists, that's a thing. That would be so funny if they add that in last minute. People are going to be raging. I'm here for it. Like, as long as I know that it exists, I'm here for it. They're screwing me over. No, I don't mind it at all. The only time reset delay is annoying is when you get taken out by somebody else. And it's like you get harshly penalised for something that wasn't your fault. It's like, if you crash legitly by yourself from trying to go too fast, then, you know, kind of is what it is. I've never seen them put reset delay in a qualifying server. That's why it kind of is making me think, is it a mistake and they've just left it on? And they won't actually be in the races. I'm not sure. I'm on a 120 rear tyre at the moment. To be honest, with how big the ruts are, you'd probably be fine on a 110 around a track like this. It's just a comfortability thing for me at the moment. I do think I'm in the minority there. I think a lot of people run the 110 instead, because you're just going to be faster along the straights. There's a last row of bumps going into that corner that doesn't matter what part of the track I'm on, it gives me the dirtiest kick. But because you're going so fast along the straight, it's really hard to work out exactly where it is to prepare for it. And like lean back and blip the throttle at the right time to take the sting out of it. Nah, I thought I made a last minute change to ride the Husky. Shall I see? Maybe it's just this server that's got it. Shall I have a look, see if anyone's kicking off in pits? Oh no, someone else said 450 Group 2 has respawn delay on. There we go. How am I feeling about outdoors? Just middle ground. I don't feel like super confident, but I also don't feel complete garbage. Just kind of here for the vibes now. Try and enjoy it as much as possible. Usually the first round of any season's like good for the streaming side of things. So it looks like scrubbing that double was pointless because Blix just fully sent it there and went faster. Sending that one as well. I think that worked out about the same. I do hate that about these bikes, is you like, a lot of the time the fastest way is just to yeet as far as you can. But Blix in front of me is one of them really annoying people where it'll be really, really fast for a quali lap and then go a lap down in the race. And I do have personal bias because he fucked me over at Indianapolis, so... Okay, at least they haven't got collisions on in qualifying as well. Oh my Jesus Christ. I don't know if they should have put it on in the qualifying server. I'm fine in the race, but during quali it's a massive time sink. Yeah, so that Rack's already put down a 126. So I said there'll be like a 25 for top of 450 quali. Bad thing is for me right now, I don't actually know what lines I want to take for a fast lap. Just kind of been riding around. It's actually pretty good. You land just before all the rough, and then you kind of jump over the rough with the rebound. Don't know about this one, though. Actually, I still think I gained time on Ollie, though. Guarantee not many people are going to take that far inside along that straight like I just did, so it might actually be viable. I don't think it's going to get too choppy. Ah, missed the rut. Right, qualifying is about to start. Practice time is over. I mean, that was a good lap I just ran. I'm still 4 seconds off of Rax. Oh, lap time didn't count. Why did my lap time not count? I'm pretty sure I was on the track everywhere there. And then I've had laps where I've egregiously been off the side and they did count. Yeah, I don't know about that. That's very, very strange. Is that because I went far left on that long straight out the back? Hmm. I haven't worked out that left-hander very well at all yet. Yeah, is it because I went all the way over here? I feel like I was still within the track markers the whole time. Yeah, you really got to be careful where you choose to be aggressive on the power coming out the turns. It will bite you in the booty cheeks. Oh, my frames have gone again. Bear in mind, this will sort itself out in about 20 seconds. The frames are all over the place. Overloading my encoder. It's probably because of the dual streaming. Yeah, we're back. Oh! I mean, I say I'm back. The stream still looks like it's dropping frames, but my game's back at least. And it's good. We're back again. Little momentary blip. It would choose when I'm trying to qualify, wouldn't it? Yeah, I'm alright, thank you, Jake. Yeah, he stopped by for a while. We hopped in and played for a little bit. Oh, front ends. Both of those turns, front end tried to go in. I was scared. I was on a decent lap. I didn't want to ruin it. .28. Take that. Not too shabby. I know it's very early days. I mean, we've still got 26 minutes left of this, but I guarantee you that'll easily be inside the top 35, so I will be qualified in. And that's all we want. So now we just need to try and find a little bit more of a flow, and then try and experiment with some different lines as well at some point, so when the road comes in, I'm not confused as to where to go. I think that doubling around that pit lane corner is probably worth a good second, if you get it clean. But then it's worth negative 3 or 4 seconds when you watch yourself because you crash. So that's a tough one. Oh, so there's a lot of big inside banks on this track. Yeah, it's really, really hard to stop and try and get turned right there if you're sending it. I mean, track is very, very enjoyable so far. There's definitely a couple of corners where there's at least 2 options, which will be nice. It's refreshing coming from Supercross. I think there's a couple where it's going to be quite heavy on the one line side of things. But then again, the nature of this track is it is very, very tight in some places. It's like, it doesn't matter what Brad would do to those two corners going into the pit lane. There's never going to be multiple lines through there. You have to try and pick and choose your passes. I think this outside here is going to be, like, stupid fast. Once people figure out that that is the line, because I've seen some people going inside. I think they're purely taking the inside because that's where Brad went on his preview lap, so they're kind of somewhat familiar with it because they've seen someone else take it. So I'm gonna do a test again and see if I can ride this far left side and the lap counts. Because I like it, like all the way down here, it's a lot less rough, and you can jump over the last 3 or so, and you can skip most of the rough out. I'm hoping that my lap didn't count from somewhere else. It is nice seeing Rex in this series though, because it does get boring seeing Cam win every single race. So hopefully them two can have some good battles. The outside theirs are a little bit tricky. I've noticed a common theme with just any track in MX bikes ever. Usually if you have an inside roller and there is a rut just to the outside of that, usually that rut just to the outside of it is the main line. That lap did count, so I think I can hit that far left. I have no idea what else had done wrong on that lap for it not to register. I don't think I've seen anybody take like a second or third right in this corner yet. Third one's okay. A little bit scary though, because that second right is really close to it. So you can't hit it with too much speed without tagging your handlebars. Oh. Yeah, I find that outside quite tricky to get lined up for. Yeah, Talon should be commentating this year, but he's not here for this first round. Oh, that Indonesia track from 2 years ago is, I think, the only race I have ever rage quit on stream. Every other one, no matter how hard it's gone, I've just stayed with it. But I think I was just having a bad day for that Indonesia race. Oh, my frames are jumping around a little bit. Oh, I haven't said it yet and nobody's noticed. I'm back to a 3-digit number now. So because I commentated all last year, I didn't score any EU GP points, I'm a 3-digit again. So I'm back to the OG 357. Nice to see. I might be the highest positioned 3-digit in results this year. That would be nice. Little minor accomplishment. I actually don't know if I'm going to improve on that lap time. I don't know if I want to spend the time trying to improve it or whether just to be comfortable. Comfortability is key. I might end up with a bit of a stinky gate position though. And I have done 0 practice starts on the Husky, so I have no idea how she reacts out the gate. Just want to take some different lines. As long as I can hit every line smoothly. Alright. I really like this far left though. I've not seen anyone else do it. It might even be slower, but I just think it's less sketchy. And then you kind of do control the far inside in the corner as well. I've copyrighted that line. Nobody else is allowed to take it. Oh, hang on. That far outside there was much better than the one just to the inside of it that I've been taking. Unless it was the honeymoon period, it felt good. Oh, we're dead. Linda launch, not allowed. It's banned in the ARL rulebook. It is nice, you know, like having something in the rulebook banned after your name. A little piece of history. It's like when JLV updated the game because Leclerc had setups for starts and then he had changed the setup mid-air. in the race with like a macro on his keyboard. So he updated it so you can't change setups while moving. So then that's like Leclerc making his mark on the game. I call that innovation, I don't call that cheating. Work smarter, not harder. What was the Linda launch? If you want the very easy version, it's just spinning up your back wheel into the gate before it drops to have a faster start. The more in-depth version was I found a very particular RPM range and how much lean forwards or back that gave you like unreal jumps out the gate. But they banned it after I did it for one round because apparently it looks silly on stream. But we are playing MX bikes that looks very silly on stream anyway with the bad netcode. Yeah, most people just attribute it to lighting the back end up full throttle, but it was a lot more complex than that. It went as far as... So these inputs here at the bottom of the screen, I've got a throttle input, and I even lined it up to be like, oh, so I think it was like half at the end of the first like T here is where I would rev, and I'd be wheel spinning into the gate and then go, and it was perfect. Spent like 2 hours just sitting in my own server, just practicing starts over and over and over again. I need to make a mental note to be quite patient through that chicane there, because I don't see many people making a bunch of passes through it. There will be the one or two smooth-brained individuals that will try doubling around it over onto someone's head, and knowing my luck these days, I will be the person that gets landed on. Harrison's schmoving along that straight, holy. The outside in that corner is so quick. You just get her cranked over. Give her some pepper. You motherfucker. Oh, no. Oh, I almost got it clean. That would have given me a good amount of time there. That was a nice lap up until then. So it's not... I think I can actually run, like, consistent 28s, 29s based on how that lap was going, because it felt repeatable, which I think is kind of what you want. But I guarantee you, so with how my lap is right now, so I'm 2.6 off of Rags. He's probably going to go another half a second or so quicker before the end of this to take it up to 3 seconds. Cam will probably be on par with that. Tyler will probably be on par with that. Even though my actual qualifying lap was decent and like relatively smooth, I still see it putting me around P15 or so overall. It's not the end of the world. I mean, the amount of times in Supercross I've qualified like 10th to 15th and gone and put it top 5 in the main. Definitely a big race guy these days. The Beta 450 was banned because it's broken and it's way faster than it's meant to be. From the OEM team's words. And then the 250 TM was banned because it was just way too fast in general. The bike is as it was meant to be from the OEM team, but it was just way quicker than any other 250. I wonder if that's going to give me cut. So I'm kind of jumping over the bales there. But I'm trying to straight line the jump as much as possible so I don't get any like front end tucks on the landing. You tell you that very far inside rut there is difficult. feel like the bike bottoms out really easily, which is going to give you some wonky rebound physics. You've got to make sure you enter it perfectly in line with how the rut starts and ends, because if you come in at a slightly sharper angle, that's what's going to make the front end go wobbly. I don't know where I want to go in that left. Everything I do, it makes me... like, it doesn't feel quick. I actually gained time there. Gained about 0.4 from going inside and scrubbing the jump rather than going outside and sending it. Interesting. Thinking about it, looking at the times I'm gaining in random places of the track, my lap is not very good. Like, not very good at all. I think even without trying to double around this corner, I could probably gain another second or so on what I'm on right now. But I still also kind of want to take some different lines at the same time. Does anyone know how much fuel you should be running for a full 30+2? It's been a very long time since I've done one. I usually only run 4.5 for a Supercross main event. Probably like around the 9 litre mark, isn't it? Don't ask Cam, no. Well, actually, Cam would probably be the best person to ask now that he's made the mistake. That was a great commentary moment. I can see a lot of people being frustrated at this track. But for the wrong reasons. I think they're going to be frustrated by it because they're trying to go too fast and exploding off of all the bumps and the ruts. Whereas if you take your time, kind of blip and hop your way through, try and channel your inner jet, you'd be alright. Looking on the left-hand side, there's a lot of people really close from like that 3rd to 6th range. Within a second of each other, so I do think the cut-off's going to be quite close. I mean, somebody's got to get the position after the cut-off position. Someone's going to be upset. Ah, missed my braking point. We'll carry it on anyway. We'll keep her going. I know, thinking about bumps is crazy work. I know it's probably not the right time to experiment with it, Brad, and I'm sure you've already got a bunch of height maps done already. But I do like the idea of just having... When I say deeper ruts, I don't mean from the ground up, I mean from the ground down. Because then I think people will have to go even slower into them, because you've still got the issue of like tagging your bars or scraping or whatever, but I think with how like high built up the outside of the rut is, so what's to the right of me just gets like higher and higher each year. I'd love to see that bit be lower, but then it dig down more. But then you get people kind of complaining all over the place because their front end's knifing everywhere, and it's like, yeah, it's because you're trying to go really fast and you're dragging the bottom of your forks on the ground. I think that would slow people down as well. Maybe not so much the 250 guys. That's what the issue you have with that is. Do you remember on the year that TFC done the outdoors tracks, people were able to just flat track and miss the ruts completely and actually go faster? But I think on the 450 side of things this year, because the flat ground traction is so arse, you kind of are still forced to try and find something to bank off of. So I don't know. Don't know if that would be a good or a bad thing overall. Then I know all the issues that you have when you try making skinny ruts with the pixelation and how they go all triangular and shit like that. I don't know. Probably a game limitation, doesn't work. Keep falling out of the exit of that rut. I need to go slower. I mean, the depressing thing is, whilst I know I can probably gain another second on my lap, I wouldn't tell you where to gain another 2 on top of that. Like, Rex is 3 entire seconds faster. 3 seconds is a long time. I might try and make a point today, just out of consistency, to not try and make a singular aggressive pass. Just sit and wait for people to crash and see how it does. My way of passing will be crashing less than other people. Oh, I got inside one bump there. It made me lose 0.6. And 1.2 seconds down after 2 corners. Holy moly. Didn't think it was that bad. As far as I haven't run out of fuel yet, I haven't gone back to the pits in a very long time. But yeah, I'm kind of over the whole hot lapping now. Just want to... I know I've got a lap time that's going to get me in, and now I'm just going to ride around and get comfy, pretty much. I'm an enjoyer of that outside. You can't go into it too fast because the bumps will kick your back end out. Oh, that was clean. Don't know how much that's actually worth. Just landing into that middle route so much better than trying to get to the tight inside one. I'm not very good over that last little inside roller there. I'm not angling myself very well. Everybody's faster than me in that left. I don't know what's going on. Might have to hop into the replay real quick and see where like Rex is going in it. Actually, I will do exactly that now. It's probably a good time to do so. He's taking the old. He's taking the B clay line. So the rut just to the right of the roller. Okay, we'll give it a go. You've just painted a picture in my head, Sir Boxlot, that I don't know if I wanted. I think, Brad, that is just a testament to your MX bike's abilities, you know, if you've made the track look easy. I think the people that think this track is easy is just the 1% though. I don't think the people that are just scraping in on the cut-off time would be calling it easy. Because it is techie. I mean, like there for example, it felt like I hit it the same as I have done the last 20 attempts. But at that time I wadded myself, just took the eye off the ball for a second. So it's going to bite you in the arse. And then I imagine... I don't know, but I can only guess, with how the road is these days, it's going to get even harder as the motos go on. I think some of the braking bumps might smooth out, but then you might also get some random really big kickers for them, so I don't know. Don't know how it's going to work. Every time I keep blowing over that rock. Come on, Linz, learn your lesson. I'm noticing I'm lacking the commitment in the corners right now. I'm kind of tiptoeing a little bit. I could probably save myself a whole bunch of time just by getting the bike cranked over more. Oh my Jesus. Oh, call me Tim. Do my best Geister impression. I love that you've built these on the side, by the way. I know Vakele's a bit of an enigma these days. He just rocked up, made Sipu, and then disappeared, but he put so many of these, like, square edge bumps on the outskirts of Sipu to make people not low line off the sides. I've been asking for these for so long. Oh. Frames might be framing again. Actually, no, I don't think they're too bad. I'm on the Husky, Logan. Actually, yeah, that's my time. I can prove it now as well. There you go. FC 450. So I'm sure people will say that it's a model swap. No worries, Brad. Enjoy the rest of your evening. It's nuts, actually, that I've had 17 attempts of laps, and my best lap was on lap 2. I've only got 3 minutes left. I've been so, like, there's been no intensity in this qualifying session for me. I've just been riding around. Uh-oh. I noticed I haven't seen anybody taking any proper low lines yet, which is nice. So, Rax made the most minute of mistakes there coming out of the corner, and he's off to do another lap already. Where you see the results after qualifying race, yeah. Yeah, if you just go back to where you sign up for the race, you'll be able to see it all afterwards. Or if you want to see like last year's stuff, for example, if you click on championship list, scroll all the way to the very bottom of the page, there'll be a search bar, so you can search what championship you want. So if you're playing like last year's GP tracks and you want to see what the times were, you can just type in MXBGP, find last year's series, and then you can click on each individual track, go to the qualifying times, and it'll show you what people qualified with last year. I'm probably about to jinx myself, but I'm quietly confident in terms of my consistency today. Just going at it differently, not going to try going too fast anywhere. Just stay up on the bike. If I get passed by 10 people by doing it, then they deserve to beat me anyway. Oh, over the bars. Let me see what bump I hit there. Oh, I think I must... Did I hit that? Backwell hit it, didn't it? Yeah. Okay. So that's right. It's actually kind of exactly where you don't want it to be, because you're kind of coming in at like a diagonal here to open up the corner. It might be worth just hitting it more straight on here and missing that one completely. Okay. Yeah, track is good. I've been enjoying it so far. Solution, Ethan. You could take your phone with you into the shower and kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So if I stay further to the left here... Oh, I still got quite a big kick though. And because I was sat down then, I don't know if it was a handlebar or a foot peg or swing arm, but something hit that bank to the inside, which caused the bike to stand itself up. So server just died. Hello? Why could I not watch myself in replay then? I've got a private Suzuki model swap on my KTM. Right, the qualifying's all finished now, so I guarantee this is where I run a good lap. Oh, no, okay, so if you... I keep sitting down, stop. If you take your time a little bit, then the bump before that big one, you can kind of blip the throttle and jump up and over it. So you can miss it out together. Bum bum bum. Where's this? Oh, it's nice. Okay, last jumped while the. Oh, okay, that's fine. Cool, cool, cool. Right, that's fine. Check aerial. Do see a few people not happy about reset delay. See quite a few people not happy about reset delay. Oh, Ryan's doing it to prove a point, because Ryan never wanted it, and then a bunch of people were saying add it, so now he's adding it to try to prove the point that it's shit. So we'll see how it goes in the races. I see track is amazing. Track rips. That's nice. That's better than this track's shit. Worst track of all time. Much better. Cham says I went over the bars on an acceleration bump. That's not good. Right, let's do a little practice. Let's get like 9.5 litres of fuel. Try and do a practice start on this bad boy. I've not done it yet. It's a fairly short start straight, I think, so I don't actually know if third gear's the move like I usually do. So Fantech. No, I'm on a Husqvarna right now. I'm just on standard, as it comes, OEM, no changes, Husqvarna. I don't know how the racing's going to go today from a staggered perspective. I'm guessing they're doing 250, 450, 250, 450. You wait just a fucking second. These motherfuckers, they've put different traction on the fucking grates. I'm so happy I did a practice start. Right, hang on. I need to load up the track in my own server and do 1 or 2 tests. These sneaky boys. They kept that quiet. I'm so happy I did a practice start. This changes everything. Right. Do. Can't wait to race this with reset delay. I detect sarcasm in your voice, Aidan. Me personally, I don't mind. Don't mind either way. I'll be frustrated at the crashes that happen because other people have hit me. But when I'm reset delaying with crashes that I've had myself, then yeah, it's justified. Don't mind it. And you're saying that you're not going to race because there's reset delay in qualifying. I'm not sure how to tell you this, but if you crash in qualifying, the lap time that you run is not going to be fast enough to qualify anyway. So regardless, you still have to reset back to the pits, which doesn't affect the respawn delay. So that might be a little bit of a silly take. I didn't go for it. Like, I went for one fast lap at the beginning and then didn't really improve from there. I was mostly just trying to take alternative lines and try and find a flow and be smooth, which is definitely, it will have hindered me from an overall qualifying position. But I'm pretty confident I would still be top 35 with the lap time that I ran. I don't know if they'll be up yet. No, they're not ready yet. I ran a 28 something. I don't know what the something was. It was a high one though, like so 0.7-ish, something like that. Oh my good, that first corner is going to be so tricky. People are just not going to brake hard enough. It's 35 people, I believe. I mean, like liking something and it being better for racing are two completely different things. You'll probably find maybe they do one round, and if it's absolute dog shit and nobody else wants it at all, they'll take it off for the other ones. But there's nothing wrong with trying new things. Just stay on the bike. You're in trouble if you don't get to that first corner first. And even if you do get to the first corner first, I'm pretty sure people aren't going to brake enough and they'll probably take you out. It's crazy how sluggish the bike feels when you put 9.5 litres of fuel in compared to the like 4 that I've been running in Supercross. Oh my gosh, she don't want to turn. She's like a boat. Holy. Do I have to have so many ads? What are you on, YouTube or Twitch? You're on YouTube. It's set to medium, so I could crank it up even more if you wanted. You get low, medium or high, and I put it right in the middle. And then YouTube does the rest. They put it where they want to put it. Oh, there you go. 28.7 is what it was. It was weird racing on a Monday. We've been doing Fridays for so long now. Times still aren't up. I wonder what the delay is. Got people asking if a 130 is good enough for amateur. Like, it's probably good enough for a pro time. Unless my MXB is kind of pooing itself, I'm not too sure. We shall see. I mean, I'm vibing with the track so far, to be honest, Smiles. It doesn't feel miles different from the last year's GP tracks in terms of the roughness and the ruts. I think the only reason people might be struggling today is because they haven't got 50 hours logged on the tracks like they do on last year's tracks. It's frustrating that I'm getting that quite easy now because I'm so torn on if I want to do it in the race. But is it worth it? Oh my goodness. Get in a rut, buddy. Be waiting for round 2 with no delay. Well, they'll probably be delaying round 2 anyway. I'll be honest, if you... And this isn't to hate on you directly, 708. I don't know if you're fast enough to qualify if you're making a point of not even trying a race because there's delay. Like, you might be waiting for a long time. Like, sometimes it's a shit situation, sometimes it's really beneficial. Like, you might have a few instances where it sucks because you've been collected by a stray bike and you have to wait longer. You might have situations where you're battling with somebody who is trying to ride too fast and they crash and you gain positions because they're laying on the ground for longer from trying to ride too fast. There's definitely pros and cons to both. Thank you, Dan. But yeah, to say you're not even going to attempt it because you have to wait 3 extra seconds every time you crash is... it's crazy. Jesus fucking Christ. 12th. 12th, not great. And pull these up on the screen. You guys can see where everyone ended up. From what I saw in qualifying, it was 3 seconds. There you go. That's what the top, what are we at? Top 19 are looking like there. This is actually pretty fucking stacked. Cam can win, Rax can win, Neon can podium, Tyler can win. Brad and KFC, I think, are dark horses because they're just moving up to 450s, but I know they put a shift in. And Brad is the reason that I'm riding the Husky, but he's not even on the Husky himself anymore. He might have done me dirty there. Boy's insane outdoors. Troy's just getting quicker and quicker and quicker every single week. JS7's fast outdoors. Aiden's a roadblock. Flodan had a good time as well. He can be very quick. Oh, my boys. Boys, he's come out of retirement and he's riding the Husky as well. Oh my goodness. Let's go. And Reese. Where's Reed? Excuse me. All the time. Maybe, hang on, maybe all the groups aren't on it. Can anybody get an update on where Reed is? The fact that Tero qualified in AMS and he's like #1 MXB ranked person every single year or every single season is nuts to me. Jams is in AMS. Well, actually, this is Pro AMS. Tosa's come back as well. He disappeared off to Sim for a bit, I think. Unless that was Barbosa. I mean, they're both Brazilians. This MX Piper was barking on my shit last night when we were practicing, and he's in Pro-Ams. Axis is trying as well. I think Axis is Axis MESX? Peter's in there, AK's in there. Quax is in there. Actually, no. It would be to here, wouldn't it? So Quax is actually in full AMS, not even pro AMS. Godis is in AMS. Yeah, this looks hella comp. This looks very, very comp. Look how close like everyone's lap times are. So 30, got 31 there. There's such a big jump always between the top of 450 qualifying and the cutoff. But then you'll notice like how close everybody else is here. It's always just like the gaps get bigger in between people at the top, and then you get to around 10th or so, and then it's like couple temps, couple temps, couple temps. Like it's really, really, really close. Am I not am I faded? But where's Reed? Unless he's changed his name. There you go. 12th in quali. Yeah, I don't think I should even be that upset by that, considering that I was just riding around. I am the top husky, but then again, there is only 2 huskies. So out of 35 people, there's 27 Yamahas, 2 huskies, 2 KTMs, and then 3 Fantics. It looks like the Element boys are sticking to the Fantic. They must be enjoying it. Oh, is that why Reed was in here saying see you at Fox Raceway or see you at Parlour or whatever? Because he's not doing it. Yeah, AMS will be fast. You guys forget as well, it's round 1. So everybody's signed up for this. Round 1 always is extra comp. Shall I message Ryan? Hang on. Oh, Ryan, put me in again if needed. Because yeah, I don't think that the usual streamer is about today. So if he needs me to go and commentate 250s, I'll do so. Then that is 30 minutes of track time that I'm not going to be getting because I'm going to be watching instead of playing. But at the same time, it's a really, really great excuse again to not have a good race by just saying that I haven't had as much track time. Yeah, this is the only GP series per se. I mean, if you qualify top 35, you get to race, but then if you qualify in the next 70 positions, there's another series hosted, I think it's going on at the same time as this, hosted by SWMX, that are Pro-Ams and AMs, for the people that don't make the cut-off. I don't know what the turnouts are like, I don't even know if many people know it exists. The controller on the screen is a separate plugin, it's not on MX Bikes at all. It's just a different website that overlays a controller through my recording software. I think it's called, is it Gamepad Viewer? Something like that? Yeah, round 1's always stacked. So I don't know what the final number was for 450, like confirmations, because sign-ups and confirmations are completely different. I mean, I've not changed ad settings, gamers. My ads are the same as they've been for like the last 2 years, and I've not seen anybody else complaining until today. So I don't know if YouTube's changed anything. And I apologise if it's hurting your viewing experience. At the same time, your boy does have rent to pay at the same time. So I can't do it all for free, you know? You could use Jeff Bezos' money and give me a Prime on Twitch. Then there's 0 ads. I'm not on a model swap. This is basic, as it comes, OEM, Husky. My first moto should probably start in about 40 to 45 minutes. So we have to wait for 250 Moto 1 first. And to be, when I say it pays rent, it really fucking doesn't, because I still only get about 10 to 15 pounds of ad revenue anyway. It's atrocious. But every little helps, you know? The NA races later today will be faster qualifying times because they get 5 hours worth of practicing the track compared to the 30 minutes that the European guys get. Sorry, I'm just checking in on Discord every now and then just to make sure I'm up to date on everything. I will say, it's already starting to get a little bit on the toasty side. Where is my fan remote? Here it is. I'll say that it's a weird one, because for the guys that are newer to the game that are wanting to try and take part in the series. Oddly enough, the 250 class is probably harder to qualify for because there's more people that do it. Where more people like the 250s, because they just got more grip, they're easier to ride. Just more people do 250s overall, so then in turn that makes trying to run a qualifying time harder to achieve. Yeah, I answered that already, Nick. What Tyclan just said. No need for caps. Please don't do caps. The thumbnail for my stream is still Birmingham. Are you sure? Hang on. Shouldn't be. No, it definitely shouldn't be, unless YouTube's pooing itself. No, it's updated on my YouTube side. It's got my Switzerland. Maybe it's just a bug. No idea. No clue. What would you consider hot in the UK temperature-wise? I generally couldn't tell you. Any time the sun is out, it hasn't even got to be warm, just as long as there are rays of sun. See people throwing shade at each other in the aerial Discord already. You'll have people in the UK, usually that go by the name Vols, that it hasn't even got to be sunny outside and they're still wearing shorts. It could be pissing it down with rain and they still wear summer attire. That's very strange. Yeah, I was going to say, I thought I updated it. It might be a genuine bug, because when I set the streams up, I can use like a previous stream as a template to, you know, populate like the description and all the settings and things like that. And I know I did use the Birmingham Supercross round as the template, but I did change it, so it's probably just bugged out. Just a little bit of a glitch. Uh-oh. The flow's lacking. The flow's gone. Yeah, yeet. What is it then? You stop playing a track for 5 to 10 minutes and all of your flow completely disappears. Like, look at that. Not following anything nicely anymore. That's probably going to give me all kinds of cuts as well going around them bales. Guarantee there's timing gates on that exact part where the bales are on the edge. It's a good thing, otherwise you could just scumbag your way around the outsides of it everywhere. I'm just letting Ryan know that I'm available to commentate 250s if he needs somebody. Just kind of keeping an eye on it in case he says yes. Say yes or no. Hello, Brock. I'm getting like quite bad backache today though. I don't know. Oh, I don't know why. Maybe I need to sit up a bit straighter. Now I'm not in my gaming position. I need to be like reclined slightly. I don't know if I've taken another line in that left-hander. Have I tried the outside over there at all? I wonder why when they made that corner in real life they decide, hey, let's put a little extra hook in it so they do more than a 90-degree turn. So it does make it techie in game. Trying to switch your weight from right to then slightly left to straight again. I do feel slow around there. Like really slow around there. I'm not adding anybody else's extra mods today. I appreciate the passion. But I'm quite... picky's not the right word. What's the word when you don't want to, like... You don't want to, like, spend money. There's a terminology for it. Frugal? Quite frugal at handing out mods. Oh, yeah, just because I am, like, quite a dickhead a lot of the time. Usually if I do see, like, a chat spam of the same messages or just all caps, I usually choose to ignore them on purpose. I will just throw that out there. Stingy, yeah, stingy. That's another good word for it. I'm waiting for an announcement here to see what's going on. Things seem to be going a little bit on the slower side. Is this start raised or not? I don't think it is. I think it's the actual the grates that we're on that are raised ever so slightly. So you have a slight drop off when you come off the top of them. I'm actually a fan that they've changed traction, because it means it just changes the start technique. Yo, this track will be good for elimination races in the future. The finish line is right next to the start. Then again, who's gonna join for elimination races on a paid track? That's really satisfying. I don't even know if that's faster than going outside and sweeping in, but I just really enjoy it. It's just fun being able to hump? Jesus Christ. Not hump the bumps. Hop over bumps. I combined my words together. Holy front end tuck. Holy front end tuck again. I might have to practice doing that little inside there normally, rather than jumping the whole thing. Bump humping, new technique, 100%. So the thing is, even though the bumps are pretty harsh and there's some tight stuff, you can still hit things quick. What I'm hoping is going to happen is as the road progresses, it's just going to make it sketchier and sketchier and sketchier. So you're either going to have to change your line completely, or slow right down. There's no exact time for the race, unfortunately. We can't just wing it. But I would guess that my race in particular, if you was to rejoin in about an hour, I'd probably be halfway through the race. But I don't know if I'm needed yet to go and commentate 250s. So I don't know if they have a streamer today. I'm just waiting to hear back from the admin. I will give up my practice time to give the 250 boys some attention. Alright. Not a bad little opening lap. And you're going to get an hour before NA. That's kind of all you need. You don't need more than that. 250 and 450 mains up. Tonight will be non-staggered. Right, okay. Ignore what I said about there being an hour break. You're probably looking at about 10 minutes before my race starts. Rightio. This should be a quicker night than usual then. Qualified in 12th. Can you have a poll? What kind of poll are you after? I could just ask people to spam chat with a 1 if they think I'm going to get top 10, or a 2 if they think I'm going to get outside of the top 10. Yes, Brock, I'm dual streaming. I don't actually know what the 250 cutoff was. I never tend to look at the times. Wonder why Jan doesn't stream them. My perspective of it is I think he earns a lot more revenue from how many views his video gets rather than what he'd get on a stream. And he said that it's the videos help more with his outreach for like more people seeing the channel than the streams do. But I also think two things can be true at the same time. Where's the... I'm trying to see where that inside berm is. I want like a straight shot into the first corner. I can't see what gate we want. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Oh my god. So you kind of want middle gate. You go there. Inside gates are more slick. Every gate's slick. They've all got start gate traction rather than soil traction. From what I notice, anyway. No, I don't want to hear that, Log Dog. That's a very unpopular opinion. I'm seeing most people in Ariel saying they're enjoying it. I will take that this track is buns or this track is arse comments as you're trying to go too fast and crashing, and it's penalising you for it. You believe I'm going to get top 5 this moto? Maybe not. I'm quite sketchy in the first races always. I tend to iron it out a little bit more by the second one. Actually, I don't know if they're going to do it in NA Brock, but there's reset delay in EU. Let me see how long it is. They've increased it from fucking qualifying. The qualifying it was 3 seconds, and now it's 4. Unless I'm faded, unless it's done on bike velocity. 4 seconds. Oh my god, that feels like so long. Oh my goodness. So if I crash and my bike's flying everywhere, I'm spamming respawn, spamming reset now. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Ah! Oh, it's scary. Yo, yeet. 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Oh my god, this is... Ah! I'm going to be so careful. But I promise you there's going to be at least 2, maybe 3 parts of this race where I'm going to get taken out by a stray bike or fall victim to someone with like higher ping, and I'm just going to be livid. It's shorter than Sim. I do agree. And don't get wrong, when I say this, I'm kind of split down the middle on if I want reset delay or not, because it has pros and cons. But I think the reason that the crash delays on Sim are better is because the game itself works better, and people know how to race around each other. Whereas on bikes, where the netcode is just so arse, you can get carried with somebody with high ping's bike for 5 seconds, and then your bike's tumbling for another 3 or 4, and then you have to wait 4 seconds on top of that, and it all adds up. So I see and I understand when people say, oh, Sim's like 7 to 10 seconds for a crash, and I get that, but I do think Sim is a much better experience overall. The road is on 0.05. That is incredibly low. But first round as well. First round, so probably just testing the waters. Don't want to overdo it and make the track too chalked. Don't know what my frames are going to be like in this. It's like it's a tiny bit stuttery right now. Track harder than the 24 GP tracks. On an average, so far, I'd say a little bit. But I think a lot of people are going to find this hard today just because they haven't already got 200 plus laps like they do on the old tracks as well. The track is absolutely fine if you take your time on it. But I think B-Clay is trying to do his very best to slow the tracks down a bit. So if you add like sketchy roughness to it, where it can just yeet you over the bars at any random point, or you can like tag your handlebars on the next rut over, it does do a good job at slowing people down. At least you guys, like when I crash now, you can see my controller overlay when I crash. I'm just going to be sitting here spamming it. Still waiting to respawn. Still waiting to respawn. There we go. Go, go, go. All that's going to happen, I think Rum's changed back to the... Hang on, Rum's just changed to a KTM. He has. Rum, you've abandoned me. I'm the only Husky now. Oh. Fuming. I've got nobody to feel my pain in case it goes horribly wrong. The races are 30-minute plus 2 laps. And it's been a very long time since I've had to try and lock in for that long. And my old man thumbs and fingers, I'm probably going to have arthritis after today. my hands are going to cramp so badly. Especially when you're playing in claw grip as well, which hurts even more. Don't worry, Cam, I'll sit here for 4 seconds now, bear with me. There we go. Oh, goodness me. Like everyone's doing practice starts from the same gates. Yeah, there's people here that are like qualified 20th that just aren't going to get that gate. No Troy, yeah. There's Troy. He qualified quite high, actually. I think he was around 7th or so. What number is he? He should have a number. He done last year. Yeah, there he is. Number 45. This is going to be race 1, yeah. So there are 35 people in, and everybody synced up, so should be starting any minute now. Thank you, Reed. The feeling is not mutual, but at least now we can stop the back and forth every week of you saying that you're going to beat me and then you end up not beating me. We can lay it to rest. I might mix things up now. I might just do NA outdoors, and then you do EU outdoors. Skirt. My brakes are not that sharp. Is the Husky just like really strong brake-wise? Or have I got quite a short wheelbase on this setup? Cam in the in-game chat. Oh, hang on. Do I want to read this? Is 8 litres enough? Rack's wrong kit. 4 seconds is way too long. Oh, sorry, Enzo. I took 4 seconds to think about what I just did. So all be nice and friendly in turn 1. Cam's got a hotkey bound that he's going to put "I'm a good boy" for the next 4 seconds. Should I make a hotkey as well? Number 3 on my keyboard. Waiting 4 seconds. There you go. Got a hotkey now. Actually, do hotkeys work if you don't have chat enabled? No. Okay, that was a waste of time me doing that. What about the Yami makes it popular? Second fastest bike in a straight line, just behind the Fantic. And for some reason, the way that the Yamaha delivers the power gives you like the most traction out of every bike. So that's why people like it a lot. Enable chat? Fuck no. Do you know how distracting it is every time someone crosses the line and gets a second of cuts, or somebody else spams in-game keybinds and it just pops up over and over and over and over again? And it won't happen in this race because people aren't dumb enough, but the amount of times I'd be in public races and people would just spam a neighbour over and over and over again. And it's like, well, kind of got to try and go through all that and edit that out of the video now, so it's better just to have it off. Waiting 4 seconds. There we go. Qualified 12th, Brock. Right, here we go, gamers. Oh, I'm nervous. I actually need to poo. I'm turtle-heading. I don't know if it's a genuine poo or if it's a nervous poo. There'll probably be a red flag, because trying to get 35 people going without a jump start will be crazy. But we'll treat it as the real race regardless and see how it goes. And try and do our best to keep nice, cool, calm and collected, even if I get sent to the moon and have reset delay. So we'll see. Oots, oots, oots. Pat said good luck. I wish Pat... Did Pat make it through? If Pat did, good luck to him as well. Still been a hit in the arse. Aiden! Oh, Aiden, why? I thought he was meant to be one of the smart ones. It's actually worked for him as well. He got away fine. Right, take time. Take time. No crashing, please. Oh, shit. I'm off the track. And we're fucked. We're so fucked. Oh, we're so fucked at round 1. Aiden, you fucking degenerate. Why are you punting me on turn 1? I thought I was good. I thought I was clear. They just didn't break. I'm in second to last. Oh, no. Oh, gamers is not good. Right. 30 minutes plus 2 laps. Try and lock in and dodge as many bikes as possible. I wouldn't be upset if Aiden went off the track as well, but he fucking yeeted me off and he stayed alive. Fuming. There's my fellow ex-Husky rider, Mr. Rumsky. How many people are going to be down here, do we reckon? Good couple. I'm so scared. What? Brother. I'm so scared of riding around people because they just ride like fuck it. Boys. What the fuck are we doing? Okay, so current verdict on the respawn delay. Fucking atrocious. My goodness. Well, this is going to be an incredibly difficult moto. Because I'm now stuck in full retard zone, and it's very, very difficult to get out of that. Rufio, you can fuck off. What do you mean stop messing around? I've just been fucking yeeted off the track. What do you... Huh? I can lock in as much as I want, but if people are going 4th gear whipped off the track and taking me with them, I can't do much more about that. People like this fucking trigger me. Like, just go to the outside. You can give up your inside rut. Like, I'm there. I've been there. Please, just give me some room, I beg. Well, I'm 30 seconds behind after a lap and a half. My frames have just gone really, really bad in this split lane. Rumsky! Let's go, two fellow unks. Is my encoder pooing itself? No, it's fine. I don't know why my frames are so bad. Getting the blue flag already, holy. I'm with you, Rom. Take me with you. It says this pickle guy's in 35th, and he's riding like an absolute fucking mong that I've seen so far. That's great. About to get cross-jumped, I can feel it. Oh! I'm gonna be dead again, aren't I? Oh, I fucking landed too far to the left! I'm so scared of being near anybody. I just think I'm going to get killed everywhere. I just need to stay up for like another 10 minutes and try and get away from all of the sketchy fuckers. I think I've got a bunch of cuts as well. Just looking at timing. Right, I think I'm past all the wobblers, so now I've got to try and bridge the gap to the people that know what they're doing. There's a big old gap. There is no one here. It's probably the gap between people that have had reset delay crashes and people that haven't. I'm getting a single point right now. This is unreal. Everyone's just so far gone after that first lap. Knew I messed up, and I fucking saved it by trying to turn it into a front flip, and then the game's so fucking wonky that it's like, no, actually you should have crashed, and it just made me fall over. What a shit first race of the year, holy. You have to come back from fucking Narnia and try and push to catch up with everybody. Honestly, it could have been fucking most free top 5 on the planet, and I'm sat back here battling for like 12ths. Still got... I thought the race was almost done. We've still got 10 minutes to go. Kind of concerned if I'm going to have enough fuel or not at this rate. Holy. Okay, it's not all doom and gloom. There's still time. There's not still time. Oh. This is really stressing me out, I'm not gonna lie. Just don't feel like I should be around the people that I'm around. Fucking minute and a half behind the lead. Fuck, who's this? I've never had this man in my life and he's barking on me. Yeah, the Husky's been good. I've got no complaints about the Husky at all. Unlucky start, but then a massive mistake on my behalf that's put me way down to begin with. I've kind of like set myself up from failure from lap 1. But now, my issue is, for fuck's sake, as soon as I take my eye off the fucking rut, I'm going a lap down, so now I have to fucking look behind me all the time and see where the leaders are. So the fact that I'm battling for a 15th here is just ridiculous. There's no reason why I shouldn't be top 5 right now. I've just crushed out the shit out of Neon. Why the fuck's he sending it that deep? And now I feel like I have to race behind me now because I'm just so worried about getting taken out again because it's just so costly time-wise. Like that. That didn't have to filter into that rut. So annoying. Damn, this feels like such a long race, man. We've still got 5 to go. I don't know if Rax has come past me yet when I was on the ground when Cam did, or if he's still working his way through. The blue flag again. Let's hope that Moto 2 gets off to a better start than this one did. I don't know if that person behind's a leader or not. Yeah, it is. Well, there's a whole bunch of stinky people just in front of me as well. So I just make up that little bit of time and stupid mistake and I go down and lose it all again. So I'm getting the blue flag now and there's just nobody near me. Very strange. Uh-oh. Oh, thought I was going into the bales. Oh, I'll see if Pat's any nicer to me the second time round. Neon's just doing that typical thing again that stresses me out as well, and I think makes me ride worse, is just going so fast all the time. So he'll crash, and I'll pass him because he's crashed. Then he'll ride too fast and overtake, but then crash again because he's run too fast. Then I'll go past again, and then he'll come past me again. It's just like, don't just chill out for a bit. Like, pass me, take half a second off, and then fuck off up the road. I don't know how many laps we got left. Might be one, might be two. But the timer has expired. And I am in an incredibly stinky 15th. Scares me how quick my reaction times are sometimes. You can rewind that and see when I slam on the brakes. Old man's still got not terrible reactions. Ain't bad. Perhaps out of fuel. I think this might be one lap left to go. No, bro, went out of fuel like 3 laps left. Holy. Yeah, look, there's so many people just in front of me as well. I'm not going to get there in time, and I've got quite a few cuts as well. My max HUD's been broken for God knows how long. It's been saying 0 seconds. Unless that's just what happens when you get lapped, I'm not sure. Yeah, I think this is the last lap. I've got the last lap on my screen now, but then that usually disappears and replaces it with a finish flag when I go over the line. Yeah. I'm not sure what to take away from that race, to be honest. 15th is just not good at all. Not good at all. Where did that little fucker Aiden end up after he ruined my race? 9th, of course he did. Oh, that's frustrating. I blame Aiden rather than any of my own crashes. It's easier to do. I had pretty good, just overall pace was absolutely fine. But it's like you've got to push so much harder to try and catch up with anybody when you get put that far down on lap 1. That it just makes creation that much more doable. Aiden started the spiral. We love that. Yeah, the start is frustrating. I think we have like 15 seconds or 15 minutes of chilling. Oh, honestly, if I get out of the gate in this second one, I don't see any reason why I can't be top 5. Because like my consistent pace is, I think, better than others at the moment. People's overall pace might be better, but there's a lot of crashing going on. I don't know where Troy ended up. He was around like 9th or something. Oh, alhamdulillah. This might set me right. Use my Jesus leaflet that I received yesterday again. Let me read about the what does the good Lord say? Lau shall not get pissed off with Neon for trying to ride too fast and crashing around you for half the race. Oh. What verse was that? I don't remember seeing that on there before. It's weird. Like, it's fine, but let's be like, 15th is not a good position, is it? Like, 15th is fucking outrageously bad. Considering I usually end up getting a better like race position than I do qualifying, it's rarely the other way around. Psalms 22:15. See, it's been a while since I've brushed up on my Bible verses. I forgot that he put that in there. What was that? That must be New Testament, surely. Hmm. Yeah, I had plenty of fuel. I just took more out. I finished with 2.6 litres and I started with 9.5. So that put me to 2.1. I'll run 8.5 instead. A lot of the track isn't like super wide open. You kind of blip in the throttle a lot. Did you notice that, and I think this is a reset delay thing, when I got to around like 22nd or so position, there was about 10 seconds to the next group of riders in front. And I think it's just you get different groups of riders that are all just crashing with each other over and over again. And it's so hard to, first of all, get past that group. Then you have to try and push it to bridge the gap to the next group, which is making you more likely to crash. Then you've got to try and get past the next group of people trying to crash. I don't think I could have done anything better or different on that start. Because if I replay it, let me try and put it up on my stream. If I replay what happened, I couldn't have braked any later than I did. Like, I was already at the limit of almost going off the track myself. So then for the fact that I got hit up the arse and pushed off the track, I can't do anything else past that, you know? So I'm here, I'm fine. I'm looking across multiple times to see where people are at. And it's at this point right about... Come on, start looking to the right again, you fucker. Right here, I'm like, okay, got a decent bit of running room there. I should be able to kind of hit the mark that I'm going to hit, but I'm pretty sure this Fantic here is Aiden. So I'm going in here, I'm moving over, I'm marking my space, I'm on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, on the brakes, smashed off the track. You can see the shadow right there. There is fuck all I can do about that. You can see the speed that he comes into me. And he went off the track doing it as well. So it's like, if he's tight inside and he goes off the track because he hasn't braked, what am I meant to do? Like, I can't do anything in that situation. I can't suddenly make my bike invisible. I can't predict that the guy right up the inside doesn't brake and uses me, because I don't think he stops for that corner if I'm not there. You can see in the shadow how it bumps him. like further right. Yeah, it's kind of a bit of a shit situation to be in. I mean, all I can do is try and do the same thing again in the next one and hope that people do break. Otherwise, you may as well just let everybody go on every start all the time. Yeah, usually if the guy on the far inside doesn't make the corner himself, everybody's screwed. Because everyone's going to be further out on that. Thank you for letting me know that it's frozen. Would I have made turn? 100%. I'd done exactly the same thing I'd done in like my 5 practice starts or so before that. So I've got my braking points dialed. Come in, brake, drift out to the edge here on the far, and then bank off that and go. So pushing that to the limits. The only saving grace is that I didn't get a reset delay from that. Jez has just sent me a message. He said, I'm so happy I didn't hit you when I went over that rut. He was the one that kind of like sniped across the screen before I slammed on the brakes. I knew it wasn't intentional. I know he's just got cross-righted on the slight right-hander in the bumps, and then he's just not been able to slow down, so he's yeeted over the inside roller. No, you can't really do anything at that point. No, road doesn't get reset. They run it as it is. Beep, 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 beep. Oh. I think Cam said he didn't crash at all in his race. Didn't even lay her down once. Crazy work. Yes, two races. 2 30-minute plus twos. Should we have a little fly around? Sit. Neon, or we just running practice laps? What's going on here? There's no chance he's practicing trying to double around this, is he? Like, brother, it's Moto 2. You can chill out. I'll get a crisp Fortnite battle pass. Well, even if I got the whole shot there like I did... So bearing in mind, I made the comment that once I was up and going again, I was already 30 seconds behind. I finished like 1 minute and 50 seconds behind. So I still lost 1 minute and 20 on cam, even after all the bullshit was finished. So there's still just different levels to it, different leagues to it. I'm going to try my best to stay away from this rut, because it's starting to grab your front end. But I think you get a much better view of what it looks like when I'm flying around rather than racing. But she's very, very dug out. So I'm trying to come across and go into one of these two now. This isn't getting too bad at all just yet. This is fine, this is fine. Might have to end up changing from this line halfway through, because it's starting to get a bit dug deep down here. This is still quite inside dominant, I've noticed. It might be worth me trying this outside. Not sure. You see the rut, see how this bit's getting eroded, but the start of the rut isn't? That's purely because people are going into this rut and going over it and falling into this one. And then a lot of people were going around the inside here, and I think the inside is faster, but I like the safety net of not having to try and brake over the braking bumps. I might have to give the inside more of a chance. Because then you get, because if you roll this rather than sending it, you get a much better drive and forwards momentum. I don't know if it's still worth trying to go to this inside. It's starting to get a little bit choppy, so I started to move over to this one. The issues on this one, you've then got to try and get out of it and over to the right to get into these ruts, which is going to be hard to do. You see how much it erodes on this far right side, like everyone's going out here. But I'm quite a big fan of my little inside line here. It's not causing me any issues at all. Gets me slotted into this inside rut nicely. I don't think I'm going to touch that inside at all anymore because I crashed twice there. So I'm just going to go in the smoother outside. I might have to start checking up on this a bit more because we're starting to get a bit of a hole forming on the takeoff for this little step down. This middle rut's still okay. It's not kicking you too badly. Probably going to move over to the far outside here because this is starting to go away. It's like if you land there, your bike's going to rebound on you and maybe bounce you out of the rut. So I might start going all the way around the outside. And then somebody in chat just now was saying about not taking this deep inside. The issue you've got is if you hit the bumps there, you go over the bars. So everyone's trying to thread the needle through this bit, and that in turn has made this really, really massive kicker here going into it. I'm probably going to go over the bars at some point. So I don't know if it's worth maybe trying to come even wider out here, because you don't want to be going over these two into that. Or if it's worth trying to come here, thread the needle through here, and then slot in. But you might be better off starting out wide, maybe taking something like this, and then following this one through. Because I'm not going to be trying to double this, so I think that's just stupid trying to go for that. Hang on, it's Aiden in there. Yeah, I mean, he knows what he did wrong. But I do like having somebody to complain at. It's what I do best. I had no idea what, what's his name? Was it just Pickle? No idea what this geezer's doing on lap 1. Just sent, like, absolutely fucking ruining me on the Tim Geiser corner. But that's another one again that I think they just hold down the right trigger everywhere and hope that it works. I don't think there's much of a thought process behind it. I think Reese had a good one. I think he was only 2 behind me. I'm not sure where Rum ended up. Actually, I'm starting to see a common theme here because that L was like rapid as well, but then crashing, and he's on SKR also. And Plix is on SKR as okay. No, that tells me what I need to know. So SKR whiskey team noted. Noted. Rum was 19th. That's good. At least all the boys are getting points. Pickle will probably go on holiday when you can get some clips sorted. Is he ruining other people as well? Again, it's more reason why I want region lock. Because I think the hot lappers like that probably wouldn't make it in if there was a bunch more NA guys doing it. Because the NA guys will use this as practice for their race. But I do think that the no region lock makes the kind of mid to back of the pack extra sketchy. Because the general race awareness is lower. Oh, Holmes. You don't want to know. You don't want to know. It was not good. The thing is, I don't know if I'm just trying to be too positive or if it was just dog shit. Because I'm feeling like a broken record recently where I keep saying that like my race pace was good, but then the result was shit. It's like, surely if the results keep being shit, then I couldn't have been playing very well. So maybe I'm just coping. Do I just see two? Please tell me someone hasn't left and rejoined on a different bike. Oh, what? Fuck it. Hang on. Sorry. Please, Owls, if you can tell Ryan not to start, please don't start. We're going to get game crashes and all sorts. Some rejects left and rejoined on a different bike. It was Pickle and someone else. It's Pickle. Pickle was on a Fantic. He's left and he's rejoined on a Yamaha. So if you can get Ryan to kick Pickle from the lobby, otherwise we're going to get about 10 people's games crashing through the second main event. And I'm not even lying. We had this issue like a year ago or 2 years ago in GPs, where someone in NA done exactly the same thing, and about half the lobby's games crashed during the race because of the issue. So Pickle disconnected, and he reconnected, and he was on a Fantic in the first moto, and now he is on a... So he's on a Fantic there, and we got 2 Pickles. Somebody has left and rejoined, I just don't know... Oh fuck, who would it have been? Flodan left and rejoined, but he was already on a Yamaha. He says he left and rejoined, but in the pits it says he's on a Fantic, but here on the time and the score and it says he's on a Yami. What's going on? Huh? I don't know. I'm not sure. Yeah, the plate next to his name's blue, but then this hasn't updated on here. He left during the race. Blood left and rejoined kind of tells you what you need to know. Oh, so he left. So he was on a Fantic, he left and rejoined on a Yami, and then he left and rejoined again on the Fantic again. Because there was definitely 2 people glitching inside of each other just now, wasn't there? When I was flying around, or when I was riding around. See if anybody else left and rejoined. Serov left and rejoined as well. Tyler's got a jump start. Serov just got a jump start. I guarantee it's because of that. Guarantee it. The fact that Serov also left and rejoined might be part of the issue. Oh, fuck it, I don't know. I'm just going to ride as if it's the race. It's probably going to get red flagged. We'll see what it is. Serov is on a Yami. And I also believe he was on a Yami in the race that we just did. But I saw that he left and rejoined. And I'm pretty sure Serov was the other person that Pickle was inside just now. So I don't know if these are going to be automatic jump starts, or if they just need to go to the track first. Can somebody clip that? I'll need that for later. Aiden saying John Pork slapped my bottom. Good to know. So how are we racing at the pro level and people don't know they can't leave and rejoin the same server on a different bike without it causing issues? It's been a bug for like 2.5, 3 years now. I am a fan, Brad, that we've got like a great traction rather than it just being the dirt. Although, to me, like, I like it because I get good jumps out of the gate on this traction, but to me it doesn't make much sense that it's slipperier than the dirt is. I thought the whole point of a start grate was to be grippy. Here we go. It's happened again. It's happened again. What fucking mongrels? Boys, I've got like half a bike length. How are we not braking on the inside? I've been hit up the arse again. Do people just not use their eyes or their brains? Like, how do I keep getting fucking rear-ended on the first lap? Like, everyone... That should be the slowest everyone's going. Like, be patient, boys. at least I know that my jumps out the gate are decent for the year. As long as we can keep using that start traction for the whole year. Oh, I fucking hate this cunt. Every time I get near him on the track, he's a hazard. You can see why Troy has neon beef as well. Oh my Jesus. I think that was Aiden facing the wrong way there. Oh god. These first laps are hella stress with reset delay. I feel like I'm taking my motorbike CBT again. You have to ride for everybody else on the road. I'm absolutely bricking myself right now. I do not want to touch anybody. Getting the blue flag again already. Lovely. Good game, good game. So I love playing with people like Reese because he'll happily give up the line if someone's next to him. And I'll try and do the same to him, vice versa. Rax is schmoving, holy. Oh, goodness me. Might be worth kind of following, or trying to follow Rex through. Bro's got some crazy ping right now. It's outrageous that he's sending that. Bro's got some testicles on him. Jesus. I could never. I'll be wadding myself every lap. Well, I am, at this point in the race, I am currently in a better position than I was last race. So you know I was saying that I was in a better position than I was last race? I don't know if that's going to apply again. Does anybody know what the question marks mean when somebody, like in chat next to someone's name? Because Troy had a bunch of question marks. I don't know if that's a game crash or what. I mean, we're rerunning it apparently. Third time's a charm, do you reckon? Do you reckon I make it around the first turn? Right, everyone to the inside of me braked. Oh, I didn't make it this time. I've still been hit up the arse. Jesus fucking Christ. I don't know who that was. I saw FXR. It might have been one of the Element boys. Don't hit me, don't hit me. Oh! Squeaky bum time. Reese keeps getting decent ones. Nice. Thank fuck Reese didn't crash there. I would have felt so guilty. Yeah, right, he's still alive. Good. Oh, we carry on. Can we just keep restarting? I'm getting slightly better and better starts each time. No! Oh, I didn't see it until it was too late. He was on the other side of the fucking roller. Getting the blue flag again. W game again. Yeah, I'm starting to see why lappers don't tend to move these days, because, again, if you're constantly getting the blue flag, you're never going to know when the genuine blue flag is. I thought I was going over that then, holy. Cam out in front again. I reckon he's just sneaking up the inside of everybody when everybody drifts wide. It's kind of the benefit of having the best quality, is you get to choose the best start gate. That EL guy that I was on about, that was munching on me in Moto 1, he's in second. Again, somebody that I've never heard of. Oh. That's 2 laps in a row I've gone over that rut. Lock in Lins, please. My pace is not very good at the start of this one. I think I've got a racks right on my booty cheeks as well. So we'll just have to let him go at some point. Oh, hit the bail. Thank Christ. I feel like them bail collisions go past where they actually are. Don't double on my head. Don't double on my head. Nice, we survived. I'm in no man's land again already. There's nobody in front of me. I don't know if Troy made it in for the restart. I have a feeling his game crashed or he disconnected or something. I don't know what the restart was for. I didn't see anybody jumpstart. I think the Husky might be lacking in a straight line just a little bit. Fine, don't do anything silly. Just try and tag on to the back of them. KFC's in the lead right now. Okay, so Cam does have some mistakes in him. Fuck. Oh, what a bounce. Oh, what a respawn. Facing the wrong way as well. Oh. Wouldn't be a Lynn's crash if we didn't lose extra time facing the wrong way. I'm also surprised there's not a massive crater on the landing of that step off. I'm about to get landed on it. Just hit the fucking 50-50 grind on the downside of it. Oh. Hit a bump just a little bit too hard on the takeoff, and the bike got away from me in the air. Excuse me? I was in fourth for a while then. Loving life. Oh my... I've just looked to see how long we've got left for this race. Holy! We've still got 12 minutes. I thought it was almost done. Oh, it's been so long since I've done these long motos. Thankfully, why do I talk? I was about to say, I've got Jake just behind me, but I've got a big gap after that. No, I fucking don't. Ah! I'm my own worst enemy. Always yapping. When I should be locked in. God damn it. How much to do all of GPs on a Suzuki? You could slide me like a cheeky 1,000. I don't think the Suzuki would be terrible outdoors. But I'm noticing the Husky being a little bit slower on like high speed sections like this. It's been a much less stressful race though than the first one was. KFC's still winning. He's got Rax just behind him. There is a 6th on the table here, like I'm very capable of getting both of these two. But I think I've got like 6 seconds worth of cuts looking at timing. These two in front are having a great battle. Could never be me. Always the bridesmaid, never the bride. It's going to be another second of cuts. I'm just making little mistakes here and there that's causing me to go off the track at probably very important moments. If I was building the track, that's where I would have put a timing gate. Oh, see a yellow flag. Don't know what that was for. I don't see a bike. See another yellow flag. Oh, I do see a bike this time. That was a lapper. God damn it. Just please, give me one free position. I beg. I'm going to throw it out there. For the last, like, 20 minutes, my gap to the lead has not changed once. Not in the slightest. However, Cam has been working his way up. Cam could still win this. He's only 10 seconds down now. And he was about 40 seconds down at one point. But my pace to KFC and Racks right now are about the same. I think everyone's kind of settled into a rhythm and they don't want to go any faster than they are for fear of crashing. You can kind of jump around that right-hander there and miss out all the rough stuff. Or even try and wheelie it so your front wheel's not trying to tuck on the bumps. Yeah, I've got an outrageous amount of cuts compared to the two in front of me. So even if I get past them, I'd have to try and disappear. Oh, for fuck's sake! And now I'm stuck on top of a rut as well. This is going to be so hard for me to try and pull away from it. It's fine, I just push the bike rather than accelerating. So easy to get lent too far over in the corner and have the front end wash on you. I know I haven't had the best results today. We've got 4 minutes plus left to go. But I do think these tracks are in the right direction of what is needed to slow people down. I'm sure we'll probably get a lot of complaints about the respawn delay, but it's not been terrible. I mean, the first race I kind of got dipped over by it. Hopefully people will ride a bit more reserved in future rounds now they know what to expect. Yes, we are getting Darwin this year, but everyone's going to hate me for it. I am going to try and push to see if we can get a wet version, since it was wet in real life. Going to be in B-Clay's DMs every single night, saying wet Darwin. Right, wet Darwin now, please. Now wet Darwin. Wet Darwin when? Give wet Darwin. Well, quite like that. Into that, what was the main line in Moto 1, but just later, so I miss out most of the treacherous bits of rough. Oh, hold on to her, buddy. Got 1 minute plus 2 laps to go. Holy shit, so many people have left this race. That's my first lapper and he's in 23rd. And we start with 35. all in favour of banning people for a week again like we used to when they leave the races. Because that's 12 other people that have been demoted down to Pro-Ams when they could have been racing Pro, because there would have been space for them. Back in the 2023 GPs, they made a rule where if you leave during the motos, you get penalised for a week, so you can't race the next week's race. Because imagine if you qualified 36th and then you see 12 people didn't finish the race. You're like, well, I could have easily had that spot and possibly got myself my first Pro points. Get the undedicated folk out of it. And to be fair, it's usually the people that they'll run a hot lap in quali, realise they're shit in the race, and then rage quit from the race because they're not doing as well as they think they should do. So get them out of there. One, if you think I get past both these lappers clean. Two, if you think I go down. Jesus fucking Christ. Pumba's always nice though. Pumba watches the channel. Oh! Even more cuts for myself. Fuck. Now they can't let me pass again. Maybe I'm a 23rd spot rider. Thank you for a second time. Okay, I think Andy might be my bad luck charm. Andy, get the fuck off my arse. Jesus Christ. He's stressing me out. I can just hear him banging out off the limiter behind me. I didn't get lapped this race, so my next lap is my last lap. Love that. It's looking like a P8. And if I would have got P8 in both motos, wouldn't have been too shabby. But the start of that first one really did fuck me. I still would like to be higher up than P8. We'll take it. Been a while since I've done a 30-minute plus 2 race outdoors. So we'll use it as a little bit of practice. Always sending it on this last lap. He started like 5 seconds down, now he's 3.6 down. Yeah, it's so hot in this room as well now. Thank God this is over. Track's good though. Track is very, very, very good. Especially with the amount of road they ran there. I feel like that was a good amount of road to force you to start thinking about what you're doing. No clue what an overall's going to look like though. But then to be fair, like if I look at the people that beat me in that race, it's all of the people that I listed yesterday as potential, like, really high finishers. So, like, KFC's always been rapid. Rax, God knows how many time champion. Cam, just Cam. Tyler, multi-time champion. Brad, 250 champion, now moving up. Davey's always been a rapid outdoors. He was really good last year's GPs. Jake's, like, second best to Cam every Supercross round so far, so obviously you know he's really fast. And then it's me, kind of like best of the rest. I don't think Troy even made it into that race. I think those question marks was Troy's game crashing or something before they red flagged it. But yeah, the fact that only 24 people there actually finished the race. Everybody else, 25th down to 35th, whoever they were, ban them for a week, get them gone. That's out of order for the other people that were so close to qualifying. Never let me buy again. I'm so sorry, Reese. You have no idea how happy I was when I looked behind and saw that you were still on the bike. Yeah, I don't know. Is Pitt doing 250 or did he just not show up today? Yeah, I'm not sure. Yeah, only 28 started, so we started Moto 1 with 35. So we had 7 people leave Moto 1, didn't even bother to come back for Moto 2. And then in Moto 2, we had another 4 people rage quit. So it's like, get them all gone. Get them out of it. Yaddy left on lap 1, and he was right in front of me at the start, so I don't know what happened there. Pat left on lap 4, JS7 left on lap 4. Serov stayed in it for quite a while. He might have oh no. His time would be higher than this, wouldn't it, if he generally was 3 laps down. I think he left 3 laps to the end. It's just unfair. It's unfair for the other people. Like, there was a rule 2 years ago about banning people for a week if they just left. In fact, I'm going to write it in Arial right now. And I'm going to @Ryan. @Ryan is that's not how you spell Ryan. We should bring back the ban for 1 week rule for everyone that leaves the races. Finishing Moto 2 with 24 people is not fair on those that qualified. 36th to like 43rd. Actually, no, it's more than that, isn't it? There we go. Right, I've said my piece. People can be happy or not happy. Completely up to them. Yeah, right. Yeah, where did you get in that one, Aiden? 50. Did you get 8th or 9th in the first one? Because I think we just swapped positions. I think I went 15-8, and I feel like you went 8-15. You ran a 29 in time it took me to finish that race, and am I unwashed? The sad thing is, Reaper, I think 29 genuinely could end up being like the cutoff for an A450s. Like 30 or 29, I think. Because I ran a higher 28 in my qualifying, and Cam was at the top with a low 25. Oh, you went 9-15. Okay, so I've got you by 1 position. Are you planning on racing at all today, Reaper, or are you just doing it for the love of the game? I am excited to tune in to watch Chase ride later, because Chase is a huge outdoors merchant, And I do like watching Chase's stream because, again, he always takes alternative lines and makes them be fast. You're not racing, okay, that's fair enough. I'm curious. So, you know that a lot of the EU boys were just complaining about there being a reset delay. I imagine the NA guys, if there's a reset delay, will be even worse. But I also know that Not Found is, I think he's more in favour of there being delay than Ryan is. So I'm curious to see if Ryan's going to change things at all. Ryan has already just replied to me. I said, at Ryan, we should bring back the ban for 1 week rule for everybody that leaves the race. Finishing Moto 2 with 24 people is not fair on those that qualified 36th to around 47th. Rax said, on God. Ryan said, agree, we'll adjust the rules for next week. And then somebody else said, based. Track was sick and reset delay makes for better racing. Reset delay good, though people actually use some part of their heads. Racing was pretty clean. But Alex added Plick saying blue flag means move, by the way. But do you want to... So the crazy thing is to me there, Moto 1 shit start, really good mid-race pace, threw it by the end 15th. Moto 2 better start, okay pace, but then running the same speed as the person that finished in last. But Andy ended up 24th out of 24 there. And I was battling him for about 2 laps. So either I'm shit, or the people slightly more towards the back are good for a bit and then just crash a little bit more. But I have a feeling that I'm just shit. Because I'm not kind of making that time up that I would expect to. It's like I didn't feel terrible during the race. I'm just lacking a little bit of top-end speed. But I'm so scared to try and push it that little bit more and risk crashing. I'm not sure. I will say the Husky felt decent. Husky did feel good. The only part that it messed me up a little bit on was... so that after them rollers on that really, really long straight, it felt like the Yamahas were pulling on me a lot and I was losing time there. But in the tight and technical bits, I got no issue about that Husky whatsoever. For the sand rounds, I'll probably go back to the KTM, just because I've got that goated sand setup on the KTM. But other than that, I might stick to the Husky for the rest of the soft soil tracks. Was it fun? I don't... Fun's... It's hard because it's biased. If you have a really good round, you'll say it's fun. If you had a really shit round, you'll say it wasn't. I would definitely say finishing 8th in that race, with how the people were playing, with how the road came in, with the reset delay, was more fun than an 8th in Supercross currently. So I didn't mind that at all. I went 15-8 Chase, so not ideal, but I was just saying to these boys, I will be watching you later on, so no pressure. The outdoors merchant. I mean, I need a skin full stop. I'm number 357 now. I've still got my old free kit from Supercross. I've got a random bike that I downloaded from MXB Mods. We are privateering it to the max. Generally, I have more support in terms of what my bike and my kit looks like in real life than I currently do in this game. Like, I get all my gear for free. I get trade discount on, like, helmet and goggles and shit like that. BP made me free graphics for my VARG completely. He fucking takes my bike all over the country for me to ride. And in-game, I'm rocking MXB Mods no numbers. What's going on here? It's crazy work. Look at Ryan in Discord, 3-second delay next week. I don't mind it. I don't mind it. It definitely has its pros and cons. I will probably just sit on the fence about it either way. Yeah, it looks like they're changing it to 3 seconds moving forwards. Not a terrible night, though. Should we have a look at... How did the stream do today? What did we peak at? 481 was the peak. That is not shabby at all. Love that. It's always a bit tougher when it's on a Monday. Because it's, you know, it's a school night. Not everybody else is about. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody, for stopping by. Much appreciated. Again, as always, I wish the guys in NA the best of luck later on. I'm going to do the nice guy thing as well and just pass all of the Twitch viewers over to somebody else. Let me try and find someone to raid. Brock's already live. Brock's currently grinding, and he's already live to 20. Brock's got more people watching than me. Fucking hell. Brock's got 23 people in there. I'm not passing it over to him. Search and filter. Filter by MX Bikes. Sort by viewers. What we got rocking here? Motorshark did make fun of me once in Aerial, so do I want to pass it over to him? You know what? I'm going to pass it over to Jakey, because I know Jakey's a member on this channel. He lurks all the time. So I'm going to throw everybody over to Jakey. How do I do this? Start raid. It looks like he's practicing for it as well, running his lap times in testing. 21 viewers ready to raid in 4 seconds. Yeah, you're always a couple minutes late, Chase. There you go, raid now. So there you go, pass everybody over to Jake. Oh! Please don't be copyrighted music. There we go. Right, close that. Yeah, good night, everybody. Catch you later. No worries, Jake.